Hello students, I'm Supri Shegal JG, your English teacher. Well, I suppose you all must be safe and sound at home and during this COVID season and during this endemic period. So, now it's time to get back to studies, alright. So, you can enjoy listening to this video on this topic called figures of speech or figurative language topic, okay, and so you can study as well enjoy at home. Yes, now today I'm going to explain you the topic which is called figures of speech or figurative language, which is very important for you to know before or while you read any poem or story. All right, so before we know which are the figures of speech, okay, so let's guess it ourselves. All right, okay. So now see over here. For example, if I have written life is like a box of chocolates. कि जो हमारी ज़िंदगी है एक chocolates के box जैसे है, ठीक है? That it is full of wonders, full of happiness, full of good things. Okay, there. So we have used like. Okay, we have used this word like to compare life with box of chocolates. Yes, कि हमने life को box of chocolates के साथ compare किया है, life को box of chocolates के साथ तुलना की है, ठीक है, कि जो हमारी ज़िंदगी है एक chocolates के डब्बे जैसी है, ठीक है, all right. So life is like a box of chocolates. So in this we have used this word like. Okay, then so in this first sentence we have done the indirect comparison by using the word like. Yes, then there is another sentence like we say she is as innocent as an angel. Okay, मतलब वो angel जैसी मासूम है. Okay, so we have compared so we have compared she, be it any person, okay, she which we use for a female, for a girl, for a woman, for a lady. All right, so we have compared she with an angel, okay, saying that she is as innocent as an angel, कि वो angel जैसी मासूम है, ठीक है. So over here we have used as. Yes, as innocent as. So over here in the second sentence we have used the word as to compare, ठीक है, to tell that she is as innocent as an angel, to tell. So we have used the word as to compare she with then angel, ठीक है. So to compare her quality. क्वालिटी क्या है यहाँ पे, उसका शी का गुण है क्वालिटी, कि व्हाट इज द क्वालिटी, दैट शी इज वेरी इनोसेंट. हाउ इनोसेंट, एज एन एंजल. तो इसकी वी हैव डन द कंपैरिजन ऑफ वी हैव कंपेयर्ड शी विद द एंजल. सो इन दीज टू sentences, yes, in these two sentences we have done the indirect comparison. Yes, we have used the word like and as, yes, to compare a person or a thing with another. Yes, कि एक चीज़ या इंसान को दूसरे के साथ तो एक चीज़ या इंसान की दूसरे इंसान या चीज़ के साथ तुलना करने के लिए कि जब हम इनडायरेक्ट सीधे से तुलना, मतलब डायरेक्ट कंपैरिजन जब हम नहीं करते, मीन्स व्हेन वी डू इनडायरेक्ट कंपैरिजन ऑफ एनी पर्सन और अ थिंग with another person or a thing by using like and as, so we term it as so we have to know which is the figure of speech which uses like and as, ठीक है ना, which does indirect comparison, ठीक है. So when in these two sentences the indirect comparison has been done of two unlike things or persons or places. So there is a direct, in these two sentences there is a indirect comparison of two, yes, a person or a thing with another person or a thing using like and as, yes. So when we use like and as to do indirect comparison between two things, so which figure of speech is that? What is it called? Which figurative language is that? That is called, that's called simile. Okay, it's not simile, it is simile, S-I-M-I-L-E. all right. So that is simile, that is when we compare, when we do indirect comparison or when we compare indirectly, okay, two different or two unlike persons or things, or it can be a place also, with another person, place or a thing by using like and as, so that's called a simile. Okay. So this is one of the figure of speech which comes at first. Okay. So simile is a figurative language which does indirect comparison of two unlike things, person or places by using like and as. So now, okay, so now we will study another figure of speech which is the opposite of simile. Okay, which is the opposite of simile. How opposite? Means over here we were doing indirect comparison by using like and as, yes. So when in the examples, when we do in the other figure of speech which is opposite to simile, we do the direct comparison. That is, we do not use like and as. All right. So that is, see over here the examples, like we say in simile we had said that life is like a box of chocolates. Okay. So in the other way, if we say life is a box of chocolates, कि एक जो हमारी ज़िंदगी है एक चॉकलेट्स की डब्बा, हमारी जो ज़िंदगी है एक चॉकलेट का डब्बा है, तो वो सीधा ही कंपैरिजन हो गया, सीधा ही कनेक्शन कर दिया. ठीक है. एंड नाउ वी आर नॉट यूजिंग लाइक एंड एज. ठीक है ना. सो इन मेटाफर, so the figure of speech which is opposite to simile, okay, it makes a direct comparison. ठीक है. So now another example you see, she is an innocent angel. Like suppose in simile we had said she is as innocent as an angel. क्या बोला था कि वो angel जैसी innocent है, as innocent as an angel. But in over here, if we say it in the other way, in the opposite way, we say she is an innocent angel, कि वो एक मासूम angel है. सीधा ही बोल दिया कि वो तो मासूम angel है. ठीक है. उसमें बोला था जैसी है, इसमें सीधा बोल दिया कि वो एक मासूम angel है. तो over here we are not using the word like and as. Like in simile we use the word like and as. simile में हमने like और as use किया था, लेकिन metaphor में हमने like और as नहीं use किया. We have made a direct connection. Yes, we have done a direct comparison of what have we done the comparison of? So now life is compared directly to a life is connected directly to a box of chocolate, and she is directly connected to innocent angel. Connected means she is directly compared to, without using like or as, कि इनको सीधा ही बोला गया है. Yes. So when we do not use like or as, so then there is a direct comparison. When we use like and as, that is called indirect comparison. Okay, we do indirect comparison. But when we don't do like and as, when we don't use like and as, then we do direct comparison. Okay, so that is in these two examples there is a direct comparison between two unlike things, persons or places. ठीक है, तो अगर हम अगर हम दो चीज़ों को या दो इंसानों को या प्लेसेस को, ठीक है, अगर हम सीधा ही बिना लाइक और एज इस्तेमाल किए हम सीधा ही डायरेक्टली ही उसकी तुलना करते हैं, सीधा ही डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन करते हैं दूसरी चीज़ से, लाइक आई सेड दैट शी इज़ एन इनोसेंट एंजल, कि वो तो एक मासूम एंजल है, बल्कि हमने सिमिल में बोला था कि वो एंजल जैसी मासूम है। यहाँ पे हमने बोला दैट शी इज़ एन इनोसेंट एंजल, दैट कि वो एक मासूम एंजल है, ठीक है ना। So when we do when there is a direct comparison, okay, between two persons, two unlike, that is two different persons, places or things, by not using like or as, that is without using like or as, so that is called metaphor. METAPHOR. So that's called metaphor. Okay, so this is simile and this is metaphor. Okay, 1 and 2. So in the same way as we have discussed simile and metaphor, there are other figures of speech also which are also called figurative languages. Okay, so I hope you understood this much, simile and metaphor. Yes, so now I'm going to tell you the other kinds of figurative languages or figures of speech. Okay, now, okay, so I will just end over here and I will continue in the second video. Okay, hello students. So in the previous video I had introduced you the figures of speech and I had told you about simile and metaphor. So now in this video I am going to introduce you another figures, the other figures of speech, okay, with the examples. So I will continue in this video. So the first two figures of speeches were simile and metaphor, which are used by the writers to give meanings to the words in the poem or the story. All right, so now third is, like suppose if I say lightning danced in the sky. Lightning क्या होती है कि बिजली चमकना, yes, and danced क्या है, हाँ एक ह्यूमन क्वालिटी है, एक इंसानों का ही इंसान ही करते हैं ना डांस, yes, so like तो ये लाइटनिंग क्या है, लाइटनिंग बिजली चमकना, ये क्या है, ये एक नॉन ह्यूमन ऑब्जेक्ट है या नॉट ऑब्जेक्ट, यू कैन से इट्स अ नॉन ह्यूमन थिंग, ठीक है। बिजली इट्स अ नॉन ह्यूमन थिंग, ठीक है। सो लाइक यू से लाइटनिंग डांस्ड इन द स्काई, लाइटनिंग डांस इन द स्काई मीन्स के आकाश में बिजली चमक रही थी, तो जब बिजली चमक रही थी, सो इट सीम्ड एज इफ द लाइटनिंग वाज डांसिंग इन द स्काई, ठीक है। सो टू गिव to make it more attractive, okay, sometimes the writers say that lightning danced in the sky instead of saying that ये कहने की बजाय कि there was lightning in the sky. This is only a simple sentence, yes, but to make it more attractive, to make it to make the meaning more attractive, so the writer sometimes they use the words, they use some figures of speech, that is they use these human qualities for a non-human object. Okay, so again another see another example, the slice of bread jumped. अब ब्रेड जंप तो नहीं करती, ठीक है, स्लाइस ऑफ ब्रेड क्या है, अगेन इट्स अ नॉन ह्यूमन ऑब्जेक्ट, दैट इज नॉन लिविंग ऑब्जेक्ट, यस, एंड जंप्ड क्या है, ऑब्वियसली जंपिंग इज अ ह्यूमन क्वालिटी, जंप तो इंसान ही करते हैं ना, यस. सो now see in these two examples, lightning and the slice of bread, what are they are non-human things, yes, non-human objects, and these verbs danced, jumped, so these are, we can say, human qualities or characteristics, ठीक है. So when we give these human qualities, ठीक है, to the human characteristics to the non-living objects, जब हम human qualities मतलब जो human characteristics हैं, जब हम human characteristics एक non-living object को देते हैं, when we give human characteristics to the non-living object, okay, so that is that given so that is when non-human things are given human qualities, ठीक है. So that is called, that is another figure of speech or figurative language which is called personification. Personification, C-A-T-I-O-N. So that is personification. All right. So this is the we say figures of speech or figurative language in which the non-human things are given, okay, are given human qualities or characteristics. So that is personification. Now I will tell you another figure of speech, that is alliteration. So I am telling you about the figures of speech which are commonly used, जो आम इस्तेमाल होते हैं writers से, ठीक है. So which are commonly used by the writers. All right. So now another is another figure of speech is that is sometimes the sounds of the okay, that is there is a sound repetition, like suppose if I say okay, you must have heard this word, it's not a word, you must have heard this saying as like you say she sells, she sells, she sells, she sells, what was that, she sells, she sells no, that is not, she sells she sells seashells, S-E-A, yes, she sells seashells, she sells seashells on the seashore, on the seashore, okay. Or if I write another example, if I say like a black bug bit a black bear, okay, bit a black bear. So now in the first sentence that you can see, that is see, sure, again sh, sh. Again the next second sentence, again b. So there is a repetition of consonants. Yes. So there is a repetition of similar consonant sounds, like see b is a consonant. Yes, it's not a vowel. Yes. So b, it gives a consonant sound b. So again and again in this sentence it's giving a similar consonant sound. Again, black bug bit, है ना? Black bug bit b. A black bear, again b. So there is repetition. ये जो ब consonant sound है, इसकी बार ये दोहराया जा रहा है. Yes. So there is a repetition of similar or identical consonant sounds. Yes, at the beginning of words. So there is repetition of similar, or the slash means or, okay, similar or identical, consonant sounds. Yes, consonant sounds at the beginning of the words, or more neighboring words. Neighboring means जो उसके आसपास words हैं, ठीक है? More neighboring words. So I am sure in this video you will be able to understand which are figures of speech. So from next time you will be able to locate the words or sentences which have been used as these figures of speech. Yes. All right. So in the first sentence, sir, है ना? Sir. So what is sir? Sir is again, S gives a consonant. S is itself a consonant. So it gives a sound sir, which is again a consonant sound. Yes, है ना? So again in the second sentence, see over here, sh, sir. These sounds are repeating. Sir, sh. Yes, and that also at the beginning. Word के शुरुआत में आ रहे हैं. Same sounds. एक जैसी आवाज़ें आ रही हैं. sh, like that. And इस दूसरे sentence में भी, in this sentence also, again in the beginning it's giving the same consonant sound b. Yes. So when there is a repetition मतलब दोहराना, ठीक है? So when there is a repetition of similar sounds, कि जब एक जैसी आवाज़, जैसे सपोज यहाँ पे स, यहाँ पे इन दिस सेंटेंस ब, तो एक जैसी आवाज़, तो कौन सी आवाज़? कॉन्सोनेंट्स की, ठीक है? तो जब एक जैसी कॉन्सोनेंट्स की साउंड्स या आवाज़ दोहराई जाती है किसी वर्ड के शुरुआत में, इन द बिगिनिंग, ठीक है? So that is called an alliteration. So again I repeat that when the similar consonant sounds, okay, when similar consonant sounds, that is sh, s, when b, so when the similar consonant sounds are repeated, दोबारा दोहरा रहे हैं ना, बार आ रहे हैं. Yes, so when the similar consonant or identical consonant sounds are repeated at the beginning of the word, ठीक है, at the beginning of the word or more identical or more neighboring words. ठीक है, beginning of the words or more neighboring words, like we say sh, again sh. So these are neighboring words. Yes, so then we say s. This is a consonant sound. So when the similar or identical consonant sounds are repeated at the beginning of the words or at more neighboring words, it is called alliteration. All right, that's called alliteration. Ali, T-E, aliti, R-A, allitera, T-I-O-N, shun, alliteration. All right, so that's called alliteration. You will not say alliteration, you will say alliteration. Means in this E is silent, alliteration. ठीक है, now so there are other examples also, like I say sheep should sleep in a shed, shed, you know. Then again if I say a good cook cooks good, a good cook cooks good, then again now see over here, a good example, a good cook cooks good. ठीक है, so now there are again g, same G is giving a consonant sound g, which is coming at the beginning. Yes, these consonant sounds are coming again and again, they are being repeated at the beginning of the words, and again there are neighboring words which is cook, cooks. So again in these C gives a sound of k. Yes, again k, so it's giving the same sound k again, which is the consonant sound. Yes, so I suppose you understood that when the same, okay, when the same or identical consonant sounds are repeated, okay, they are repeated at the beginning of the words or at the beginning of more neighboring words, they are called alliteration. Okay, now after alliteration there's another figure of speech. So I'm sure you will be able to think of some examples of the figures of speech that I have already explained and discussed with you. Okay, so now I will tell you about another figure of speech. All right, now okay, so we have discussed about simile, metaphor, alliteration, personification. Yes, and okay, so now there is a word called assonance. Okay, which is called, okay, now see, if I say example, this was the fourth, no, this was the fifth, because we have discussed simile, metaphor, alliteration and personification. Yes, so this is the fifth. Now if I say example, there are some lines in the poems, clap your hands, and many times there is a poem for nursery kids. Yes, so it's like clap your hands, clap your hands. Clap your hands and clap your hands and stamp your feet. Okay, clap your hands and stamp your feet. Okay, so now in these words we had talked of alliteration, in which there is a consonant sounds. So opposite of that, in this we will talk of vowel sounds. Okay, in alliteration it includes similar consonant sounds, in this it includes vowel sounds. Okay, now so now you see clap. So this will be so in alliteration it was giving similar consonant sound in the beginning. Yes, now in this there is a repetition of vowel sounds. Like suppose over here, see, clap, ah, clap, clap. So it is giving a vowel sound, ah. Yes, again clap your hands, ah. Again it is giving ah, which is the vowel sound. Yes, vowel sound. Okay, again this is vowel sound. Okay, stamp, ah, stamp, stamp, ah, it's giving the sound again, ah. Yes, again it is giving vowel sound. Yes, stamp, stamp your feet. So now in this sentence there are words which have repeated vowel sounds. ठीक है ना? Like clap, hands, stamp. So in this it is giving there are vowels giving giving vowel sounds. Yes. So what is happening in these two sentences? There is a repetition of similar or identical vowel sounds. Okay. Vowel sounds in a series of words, phrases, चाहे वो words हों, चाहे वो phrases हों, ठीक है, और whether they are or syllables, ठीक है. So when there is repetition of similar or identical vowel sounds, okay, जब sentences में या किसी words में या phrases में, ठीक है, जब vowel sounds बार बार आ रहे हैं, when there is a repetition of vowel sounds, ठीक है, in a series of words, series means के जैसे clap, hand, stamp, so one after the other. Yes, so when there is a repetition of vowel sounds one after the other, ठीक है, in the words, so that's called assonance. Okay, assonance, ASSONANCE. So that is assonance. It's not nance, it's assonance. It's pronounced as assonance. Okay. So alliteration you had done that there is a repetition of consonant, repetition of similar or identical consonant sounds at the beginning. Yes, but the opposite of that is assonance, in which there is a repetition of similar or identical vowel sounds in the middle. Okay, vowel sounds. So another example, if I say, like suppose if I say try to light the fire. Try to light the fire. अब ये देखो, अब try में you have to see try. So you have what is the sound coming at the end? I. Hello students. So in the previous second video, I was explaining you about the example that was try to light the fire. Yes. So we were talking about as we were talking about as we have done about the alliteration, that was repetition. That it gives that there are repetition of in that the consonant sounds are repeated. Yes, in alliteration at the beginning of the words. But in this assonance, in this the vowel sounds are repeated in a series of words or phrases. Okay. Series of words means there are two or three words in a sentence which come after the other, and those words they have the same vowel sound. Okay. So there is a repetition of vowel sounds in those words, in those two or three words which have come in a sentence one after the other. Okay. So as in the previous video, I was trying to explain. I suppose now see, try to light the fire. So now in this try, T-R-Y, try. So what sound is it giving? Try, I. Yes. So try, I.